I am Leidy Perez. I'm from Venezuela in South America, and I got to the US about 4 years ago. So when I was little, I had this notion of I wanted to do everything that looked like magic. So I started playing the violin because I thought that the bow went across the strings and something magical happened when you did that. And then tech was the other thing that felt like magic. Like I can open this computer, my dad would talk to Mr. Banana across the world in a chat room and no one knew who Mr. Banana was, but somehow my dad could get on this thing, the internet, and talk to him and tell us about his life experiences. So it all felt very magical to me and I wanted to be part of that. Not only because I like seeing how things work, but because I also believe in the magic side. So seeing it from the inside felt to me like joining science and magic in a way that I could be a part of it and I could make it even more magical and even more spectacular. And also my dad is an engineer, a naval engineer, so he was very technical and very much about the engineering side of things. And then my mom is more on the spiritual side of things and she's more on the magical side of things. So it felt to me like it was joining those two worlds that raised me and that they did it so spectacularly open to me to make my own choices and see how things would work, that tech felt like a place where I could do that. I think when I came here, I redefined what someone in tech looked like. And that was one of the things that made me want to stay in Colorado. So I came for school, but I would say that staying was a choice. I could have gone anywhere else. And I think in Colorado, I found a community that doesn't define only one look for a person in tech, doesn't define one background for a person in tech. I work with people who didn't have a college education and are the best people and that I learned so much every day. I work from people of all ethnicities, all colors, and I think Colorado has done a good job at redefining that and at having leaders visible, like Sandy Mays at SEO, who is my CIO, I work for her, that look like different people in tech, different than perhaps you would think leaders in tech would look like. I am a fan of saying hard work beats talent. There's a lot of talent to go around, there's multiple backgrounds, but no one can trump being the hardest working person in the room. So every time I enter a room, every time I asked for a seat at the table, I'd make sure that I was the hardest working person in the room and that I did what I said I was going to do afterwards. One thing that corporate life can do to you is think that those big ideas, big lofty ideas no longer have a place because you have to make a profit, you have to focus on EBITDA, you have to focus on what's going to get you customers. But as long as you have leaders, which I have had, that tell you, yes, we need to do all of these things, but if you want to come up with something crazy and for us to try it out, let's do that. That's what keeps me in tech. It's both what drew me to tech with its a world of possibilities, but also what keeps me in it is the ability to innovate and the ability to do something new that maybe would have sounded crazy in the past.